So Arsenal 0 and Manchester City 1. Let's get the OG's opinions on it. We'll start with you, Hataris. Your thoughts, man?
I was pretty impressed by Arsenal. They didn't lose by more than one. I thought it would have been a plummeting.
I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a drubbing. The form these guys are in, the fatigue we're having, some of the fact that we needed to rotate.
True. Though, matches that City play, when the squad has De Bruyne in it, balls run through him. He's fresh from injury. We saw it. He was below average. Yeah.
Was it? Fresh from injury? Maybe. I think fresh from injury.
I've not seen De
below
Bruyne
average,
lose
according to
more
his
than...
standards. According to his
I
standards.
wouldn't say
According to
below
his standard.
average. I think I'd call it rusty.
Let's give
I think I'd call it
De
rusty.
Bruyne. He's
because there was
his
some
rating
crazy
is a 9 out
passes.
of 10.
Yeah, pass like a Gundogan.
I'm not saying what he did that we expected him to do. It's the things that I've never seen De Bruyne lose. Make two loose passes in a match.
Yeah, come on.
He had like 5 in a half.
He's already done it. Sorry,
in one half.
He had a rough patch when City had a rough patch earlier in the season.
December, November, he was
and you
struggling.
actually remember it, right?
I remember it distinctly.
That's why it
And
stands out so much.
That's what I'm saying. It's,
You know?
it's more rustiness.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's that the guy just got back from injury. Match fitness is an issue, right?
Yeah, but he was still scary.
He's De Bruyne.
He was still scary.
He's De Bruyne. So, probably attributing as to why they only scored that one freakish short man goal. You know
What? Yeah, what was that, man? This guy went full Tim Cahill.
His second shortest guy.
Rob Holding, by the way, that's the thing with Rob Holding, right? He'll play well in the most English way. You know, those last ditch blocks, last ditch defending, challenge, get in there.
And
but
Rob
then
Holding
the
is a big
lapses of concentration that he has.
I
think he
listened-
has to be embarrassed.
The commentator was like, probably he probably didn't give much attention to the fact that Sterling is 4 foot nothing, getting the ball, so he didn't bother with taking the manning him. You know,
But you know,
lapse of concentration.
Yeah.
when you have a strong defensive team, you can win 1-0. You can be comfortable.
Those are the
It
points
was
that
1-0
matter.
up, and they were just playing comfortably and fluidly. Like they wanted to score, but they didn't want to score.
threat.
Nah, I don't know. I thought their intensity was really high, but what we were doing, and I think it's consistent with what Pep said himself. He said in the first 10 to 15 minutes, we played some great football, but then they were better until the end of that first half. Now, better can mean a number of things. Because in my opinion, I didn't think we were better. I think we just kept the ball better somehow.
He won the match.
Klopp,
He had to be kind.
No, it's not just that. There were so many moments where you just hear Andy Townsend, oh, they've got to keep the ball there, you know. Oh, they've got to do better there, and then they're out. The amount of times I'm like, yeah, El Neni, 1. Granit Xhaka, 2. Hector Bellerin, he wasn't even trying to pass, 3. Tierney, you know, Aubameyang. Like, they just wasted so many chances to progress the ball. There was actually one moment, and this was when I noticed it. We really tried to get out of our own area. Like, we tried it a number of times. I think El Neni and this man passed, I don't know who he passed it to, but they passed it between each other like 3 times until eventually Leno got us out with a pass to one of the 4 players. Bukayo Saka breaks. We break, but then we don't do anything with it. And we're not meant to break. We're just meant to like keep City in their box. And I thought we did that. At sometimes I think we saw the full City team in the screen, in their own area. I'm serious. Kevin De Bruyne was probably the only one out of the box, and he's pressing guys like Xhaka and them.
Yeah.
So City defend in a very similar way to Arsenal. They're that solid because as soon as they get out, they're out.
Everyone,
everyone
is gone.
And also, there's we see when City nowadays they feel like they don't need to press that much. As in, remember the City of last season, the 2 seasons before, they needed to win the ball high because they didn't have the strongest defense. The defenders weren't as good.
True.
Nowadays they're confident enough. They can give you the ball. They'll know will defend.
I also think in general, by the way, apparently statistically in general, most of the clubs have a significant drop in pressing pressures. You know, pressures stats. How many pressures they make as a team collectively because of the the schedule and the pandemic and all that stuff.
Intensity.
But City did try and get the ball. They really did. They were up in numbers in our half. And I think that's not necessarily to do with worrying about their defense. It's more thinking that these guys can mess up.
Yeah.
We can pounce on it.
It's true.
I mean, you know, Granit Xhaka can give a wayward pass. El Neni can do so as well. Even if Dani Ceballos had come on, he could do it. Bellerin, Kwanzaa. Bellerin is a weak point in my opinion.
Yeah.
Bellerin, by the way, I've noticed and I've decided, he's a big reason why Pepe hasn't hit the ground yet.
Oh.
He's a big reason.
Okay.
This guy looks at Pepe
Being on
and
the same
decides
wing.
no.
Not possible.
Walai decides no. He looks at Odegaard, decides Z. Let's say they have a 3v2 situation on the wing, right? Pepe has a man, someone's pressing Bellerin, but then Odegaard is open within a passing lane. This guy decides, nah, I'm going to do it on my own.
Maybe he doesn't have the ability. Why are
He
you
doesn't
assuming
have the ability.
not.
Statistically, when you compare him and Cedric, they make Cedric makes longer passes more accurately and way more times, more frequently. So that means
Than
15
Hector
to
does.
10 meter yard passes, he makes them, he's more willing to do it. And that progresses. That kills off a number of players, you know, regularly.
Yeah.
Bellerin's passes aren't, their average is 9 point something meters.
Only?
Yeah, I think that's their. No, sorry, not their average. The highest number is 9 meters. That's as far as he goes.
Is in a football field 90 yards across.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
along.
When it comes to his short
Jesus.
passes, they're just not long enough. He
Yeah.
doesn't go an extra mile. Look at Ederson. How many times did you see this guy send in a flat ass goal kick? Right, it lands on Gabriel Jesus. These guys are out. They're out.
Yeah.
Because Bernardo Silva tucks in, Mahrez tucks in.
ability,
And they're
I
out,
mean,
exactly.
if you can't hit the ball, you can't hit the ball.
It's
if you're not
ridiculous.
practicing to hit the ball, you can't.
But I think in terms of the grand scheme of it all, I think a 1-0 is okay. You don't want the kind of performance that completely kills your confidence, and then
No,
you go
you
into
don't.
Benfica, and then you bring back Arsene Wenger days where you're out of every competition by Feb.
within 2 weeks.
By Feb, exactly.
Yeah, by February.
So I think there's a lot to have liked. Bukayo Saka, I mean, wow.
Come on.
By the way,
he's,
Waweru, I don't know about your opinion. I've
What are we
been
talking about
driving this
Saka?
agenda. I've been
That?
driving this agenda. Okay. Now statistically, Saka has 1 goal fewer than Phil Foden, right? And 1 assist fewer than Phil Foden. He's created more chances, completes more take-ons, is way better defensively. I think in terms of goals, assists, that's where Foden gets him, and also backward passes. Sideways and forward passes, Saka beats him. And he's playing for a team in 10th, could be 11th. In my opinion, if Saka plays in any of the positions in Man City, left wing, right wing, or maybe even central attacking midfield, he walks into Pep Guardiola's team. Pep Guardiola looks at Saka after a few weeks, goes like, nah, this guy is disgusting. Let's get him into this team. And then imagine this man linking up with Sterling or Foden.
So why would Pep
Oh my God.
not go for Neto or Harvey Barnes? Players that have better numbers than Pepe. Sorry,
Yes.
than Saka.
Than Saka.
Because Pedro Neto is not going to cost as much as Saka, bro. I mean, he's going to cost way more than
No,
Saka.
Neto is
So it
not
makes-
British.
I'm just saying.
Saka is British.
No, it's not necessarily about whether
Or-
the
or-
transfer
or
will
French.
happen. We're
Or
not
French.
discussing
Or
this.
French.
No, not French.
Okay.
That's Saliba. Don't confuse me. No, but
In the video.
this guy is so annoying. But my agenda is that Saka. I'm not saying he's a generational talent. There's only 2 generational talents right now, and that's Mbappe and Haaland.
No, bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who else?
Mbappe and Donnarumma.
Forever 21.
21 years old, 200 appearance. Unaniangalia nini?
50 of them in the Europa League, bro.
No, listen. What's the difference between Donnarumma and
We're not
Haaland?
discussing
Tell me.
Donnarumma. We're discussing Saka. Nice
one
try.
is a goalie.
Nice try to change it. So,
Oh, yeah, that's a very
based
good
on
difference.
those stats and based on just logical,
There's no
projection,
logic.
right?
You're pushing
extrapolation.
That's a dead end
You see-
agenda.
you see-
What do you think?
There's nothing to think.
You see, Foden plays in a team, right? If you compare the team setups, right? Foden plays in a team where they are probably
More established.
No. They're
Why
probably
putting words in his mouth?
4 or 5 other midfielders who can do what he does,
I don't know.
who have
Yeah,
the ability to do what
what?
he does. Yes or
I
no?
don't know about that. Foden is a lot more secure than any
Hold
of
on.
the other midfielders, in my opinion.
No, for
More
the
secure
future.
than Bernardo. More secure than Mahrez and Sterling. Trust me, he doesn't waste as many balls as those three guys do.
You agree?
Agree to what?
Foden.
Do I?
This guy, he's
Listen,
talking rubbish the whole
so-
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Saka plays in a team where he's maybe the most skilled midfielder, right?
He is a one-eyed man leading a pack of blind people.
Yes. His vision is 2020 as far as the rest are concerned.
I don't think that's what he meant by one-eyed man.
That's what he meant. I'll take the good. Listen, if Phil Foden, the fact that he gets the numbers he does in the team he does, that speaks more to him than the fact that Saka gets the numbers he does.
Playing for a
In
bang average team.
comparison to Foden.
Playing for a team that has no one else to
Yeah.
do those things.
That's hard.
Right?
And the thing is, he was doing it so well.
That's why
against Man City.
Foden is so special in the fact that he's actually a boy putting up man numbers in a team full of men.
Yes.
And you don't think
Saka?
Saka can?
But yeah,
How
that's
would we know?
exactly
Did you see him perform? Did you see how many times he troubled Cancelo? Did you see how many times he kept the ball from Fernan?
No.
Did you
nothing.
see how many
we didn't
times he
see.
progressed the ball and
No,
found
we did not
himself
see.
in midfield?
No, we
Well,
did not see.
I'm here to remind you that he actually indeed did do that. And he was quite special. The only thing is that,
he's
played
just
for
he's
Arsenal.
overrated.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's
Yeah.
overrated.
You-
Saka is
you think he's
overrated.
You really
I think he's overrated.
Do you agree that Saka is overrated?
I think he's very, very good. I think he's.
I asked
actually
you if
think.
you think he's overrated. Yes
No,
or
I don't think he's overrated. I think he's.
No,
There
the way
might be
no,
too much hype around him.
Okay,
right?
well,
I think
too
he's
mu-
talented.
yes.
Just a stat.
I think
just
he's
a
actually
stat,
very talented.
Just a stat.
Yeah.
He is the first Arsenal youngster to get 10 plus goals in 10 plus assists, right? In one season. I think in all competitions. The first time to have done it ever since Cesc Fabregas. And when we talk about Cesc Fabregas as a talent, at that age, not much change.
This guy,
If anything, he went from strike
speaking
to
of
strike.
Fabregas, we were talking about top midfielders. He said Fabregas is not in top 10, and he
Yeah.
said Xabi Alonso was a better Premier League midfielder than
No,
Fabregas.
no.
So this is the person you're
I'm
speaking
not
to right
choosing.
now.
I'm not choosing
So
Fabregas.
so that
if
is-
you won the league
that's
with Chelsea.
that's
That's just
listen.
never happening, bro.
No, you don't change. Don't put the
yeah,
Chelsea
I'm not
narrative
choosing.
now.
I'm not
The
choosing.
fact
I'm
the
not
fact
choosing.
that Fabregas was a captain
So
at what 18?
that is
22?
where he-
Sorry,
21.
21.
Yeah, just like Donnarumma.
One of our best captains as well. 'cause
Yeah.
We went from Gallas
And did he make your
to
top 10?
Xhaka. Yeah.
Wow. I was the guy saying Saka is special.
Anyway,
Saka is talented, but he's. Would you have Saka starting any match for City?
yeah, he would. He would start
he
over
has to
Sterling.
say that. Ujama, he's
He
over.
would start
that's
over
what I'm saying
Sterling.
now. Because of him, he's overrated.
No, he would start over Sterling.
He's overhyped.
In my opinion,
He's overhyped.
Same thing.
overhyped is overrated. Just don't sit on the fence. If you
No,
think
no,
he's
no.
overrated,
I didn't say.
Waweru Hatari, just say it. Say it with your chest.
He is very talented. Stop with the excess hype. There's excess hype around him.
There was excess hype around Fabregas, and he's pulling up trees. So all I'm saying is, it makes sense. But it's okay if you guys just want to. You see, that's the good thing about me. I rate players. When I say Greenwood is one of those talents that people
You don't
should
have to
watch out
mention
for.
Greenwood so that you
If
get
you
his
say-
approval.
If you
My
look
guy.
at Tonali or
Tonali is shit.
Aye, bro, Tonali is going to be an amazing player.
He's shit so far.
No.
So
Listen,
far?
this is
Average.
your anger coming out because of the Milano derby that you guys never really stood a chance for because you guys were
We
just
won the
title
first leg.
pretenders.
What are you talking about?
You guys were title pretenders. You guys have a manager who the only thing he's won is an under 17 youth tournament. How the hell? Why should Tonali play with such a manager?
Does Arteta have a 17?
I feel bad for Tonali because
does-
imagine he's isn't that a coach? That's essentially a coach. Right?
Does Arteta
Damamesh
have?
in the state conference tournament is my high school,
Terrible.
Does Arteta have that?
bro. Arteta has an FA Cup.
Ngoja,
the
but does he
oldest
have?
trophy.
Does he have under 17 championship?
What did we say about the
We
FA
did not
Cup?
say anything.
The FA Cup gets more viewership. Thank you, Jane Deggs. The FA Cup gets more viewership than any Italian tournament.
Oh. Mafia League. Mafia League.
I think just kudos. Say kudos to Jane Deggs, man.
Jane Deggs?
because- well done, mate. Tribute.
You're looking at the wrong camera.
Look at both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane Deggs. Once again. All right, so Arsenal, bro. I think the only priority for me is they either win the Europa League or finish 10th. Mistaki story is a Europa League conference.
You're not finishing. You're
not winning Europa.
You're not winning Europa. 10th, it's a.
Then
yeah,
we
you
finish
can.
10th.
You can
then we
finish
just
10th.
finish 10th. That's my opinion.
You're good with that.
Yeah. I think we
How
need
is
that.
how is that a progress from 8th last year?
Don't worry. Sometimes
They
and
need that. He said they need that.
yeah, you haven't heard this.
And then
let
next
me
season-
educate you. Sometimes you need to take 2 steps back.
For fuck's sakes.
And 1 point.
So,
And then how many
pole
forward?
to.
How many forward?
And then you keep moving
Just
forward,
one.
bro.
Ah.
Yeah, just keep moving on, you know.
No,
Keep on moving on. You get what I mean?
No.
Listen, it's okay. It's the wisdom that comes with the, you know, the analysis.
With
Trust
loss
me,
with
Arsenal
loss of
fans.
hair. That's
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
That's what you're about to
definitely.
attribute it to.
Definitely. You see, it grew this way. You get?
You're
I
agreeing to a
think
lot
you're
of
starting
shit
to
this
get
guy's saying.
This guy, I'm not agreeing to
Oh, you,
Jack.
no,
I'm just listening.
he's just leaving you
The li-
speechless.
The least you can do.
Unamwangalia tu. I couldn't
Alright,
even
so
know.
it's the shock, man.
So, in my opinion, I think that we stand a good chance of winning the Europa League.
In your opinion.
Right.
Okay.
You feel you can beat Spurs.
Yes. You're not convinced of yourself there. Come on.
You feel you can beat United.
No, we can. We've done it.
You think you're gonna
True.
beat? You
Not
think,
we will,
You think
we
you can
can.
beat Milan?
Think you can beat Milan?
We have done it.
When? What?
We've done it.
When?
We've done it in this competition.
When you had Ramsey and Ozil?
Yeah, so what? Now we have Odegaard and Emil Smith-Rowe.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yeah.
We,
Who else?
Let's see, let's see.
We've spent too much time talking about Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's the agenda.
while.
Agending, guys.
Boring.
So, all right, fair enough, man. Anyway, Arteta handled that game well, and I think compared to what we're about to face in the Europa League and on the weekend, Leicester, I think those are the games that you could think you can get something out. You have a better chance versus Leicester than you do versus Man City.
Oh, true.
You get what I mean?
True,
You'd
true.
rather put your all in Leicester Benfica than Man City Benfica.
You likely lose both, but I see what you're
I
saying.
mean, what's likely it's a spectrum. It is, maybe it isn't, it depends. It's all a matter of opinion with you. It's never really fact. So,
With me.
my point is, are you offended or something? Can you just relax? Okay, it's just a show. Jeez. Anyway.
Leicester likely to put 4 past you. Likely.
I wouldn't say likely. We do have one of the best defenses in the league. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why are you surprised?
And that's
I'm
fact.
very shocked. Well,
If,
Like I said,
if
I
you
only
had,
spit
if you had,
facts.
if you had the defense, you'd probably be top of the league.
probably.
Yeah, well,
Probably.
Saddam, you know what?
Probably.
Saddam,
I'm being honest.
mashallah, man.
Uh,
Hapo umetoa hekima.
mm.
Ah.
Probably.